Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. There we go. This is a joyous, joyous day. My name is Jeanne Holm, and I serve as chair of the Board of Trustees of Claremont Graduate University and a proud two-time graduate. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, it is my pleasure to welcome you to CGU's 99th commencement. I would like to ask Chief Marshal Katarina Pick to place the university mace on its stand so that the ceremony can commence. Thank you, Kat. Will the faculty and platform party please remain standing? Banner carriers, please place your banners and return to your seats. Thank you, and let's hear it for our banner carriers. In recognition of the diverse faith communities represented at CGU, we invite a member of the Claremont College's chaplains to deliver the commencement invocation. This honor rotates annually among the four chaplains. If the audience would please stand, I would like to call upon the Protestant Interfaith chaplain of the Claremont Colleges, Joel Daniels, to deliver this year's invocation. If everybody could please rise. There you go. Thank you so much.
Thank you. On behalf of spiritual or religious and spiritual life, congratulations to all the graduates and to the family and friends who supported these graduates all along the way. Whether you've been here for 1 year or for 20, take a second and appreciate the fact that you have a graduate degree. I am grateful, yes. I am grateful to share this tent with so many masters and doctors. And as one of the chaplains at the Seven Seas who was told the theme today is lighting the way, which is a wonderful theme, I might add, naturally, I would like to talk very briefly about darkness. And it was an appropriate topic, apparently, today. The 13th and 14th century mystic Meister Eckhart realized something important about light, saying, truly, it is in the darkness that one finds the light. So when we are in sorrow, then this light is nearest of all. There is a rhythm to our lives where day turns to night, which turns back into day and back into night again and again. Over your time here in Claremont, you've experienced this truth, feeling both the highs and lows of life. If we are honest, we can admit that there have been dark times, both personally and globally over the years. And perhaps surprisingly, we've also experienced rays of light, often in the most unexpected places. So I want to convey two very brief things to you. First, you're doing great. You have a graduate degree. I mean, come on. You all are amazing. And second, the future holds many more light and dark days. That we hit a tough stretch doesn't mean something is wrong with us. It's simply one of the rhythms of existence. And if we are able to sit in those dark times, we'll discover immense goodness there. This life is transition and change, and thankfully we get to decide how to respond. And so as a blessing, I'll say, so in times of clearly illuminated paths and in times of complete darkness and uncertainty, may we rest knowing that somehow that moment can be for us. May we be pleasantly surprised when the dark shadow comes during a hot day and when a new sunrise peeks over the horizon after a long night. And may we find the peace that is present in it all. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Joel. Now, I'd like everybody to please be seated. And it is my immense pleasure and with gratitude that I introduce the president of Claremont Graduate University, Michelle Bly, who will lead today's commencement ceremony. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jeanne. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, our amazing faculty, staff, students, and alumni of Claremont Graduate University, it is my pleasure to welcome the class of 2026. Woo! I have had the great honor of spending more than 20 years here at CGU as faculty, dean, provost, and now president, and commencement is always my favorite day of the year. There's something so deeply moving about seeing our community come together, united in pride and purpose, to celebrate the power of education. For those graduating today, this moment reflects years of dedication and effort. Each of you chose this journey that pushed you to ask more of yourselves, to pursue deeper understanding, and to believe that education has the power to transform not just a career, but a life. Whether your path led you from across the street, the country, or the world, whether you came to CGU at 24, 47, or 74, whether this degree represents a long-held dream or a hard-won pivot, today belongs to you. So congratulations on your extraordinary achievements. I would also like to take a moment to recognize all of the people here today who aren't walking across the stage, but made it possible for those who are. The families who rearrange their lives, the partners who pick up the slack, and the mentors who believe. Your contribution to this moment is felt, and you are deeply appreciated for it, so thank you. Commencement is a beginning, and yet every year we treat it like an ending, a moment to look back and take stock. This year, I want to resist that impulse, because the world that you are stepping into is not waiting for anyone to catch their breath. This year, we're asking the class of 2026 to think about what it means to light the way, not as a metaphor, as a practice. The most consequential challenges of our time in public health, climate, technology, democracy, do not belong to any single discipline. They exist in the space between expertise and human need, and they require a different kind of thinker, someone who can cross boundaries, connect ideas, and see patterns that others miss. And that is exactly the kind of thinker you have become here. CGU was founded on a radical idea that knowledge pursued in isolation is incomplete, that scholars should work across disciplines, challenge assumptions, and learn from one another. More than a century later, that vision has never been more relevant. That founding instinct to collaborate, cross boundaries, and advance understanding in service of the world has never left this place. It's in our research, it's in our classrooms, and it's in the relationships between students and faculty who arrive to study one discipline and leave with the vocabulary of 3. A century later, that vision is still the whole point. The breakthroughs changing our world are rarely happening in a single discipline. They're happening between them. Epidemiologists working with economists, engineers working alongside ethicists, and artists collaborating with data scientists. The insight that changes everything rarely comes from one person or the person who knows the most. It comes from the person who can connect what others keep separate. You have spent years building that capacity, and the world needs it now. So let me be direct. You are not stepping into a world that has things figured out. You are stepping into one that is actively asking for people willing to help figure it out. The problems that matter most right now do not have clear owners: climate change, AI, inequities in health, education, and opportunity. Those challenges are waiting for people willing to claim them, and that is where you all come in. This is your chance to improve the world, to take knowledge and move it into action, and to sit with complexity long enough to find something true inside of it. Peter Drucker once wrote that knowledge must be constantly improved, challenged, and increased, or it vanishes. That work now belongs to you. To light the way is to go first into the uncertain places, into the dark and unknown spaces, to take what you know and place it in service of something larger than yourself. Your education has prepared you for exactly that, to cross boundaries, sit with complexity, and build knowledge alongside people who see the world sometimes very differently. You're now part of our community that believes knowledge matters most when it is used to improve lives, and that ideas matter most when they are brought into the world and tested in real life. That's always been a part of CGU's DNA, and we're not simply carrying that legacy forward, we're building something new on top of it. Because it's no longer enough to produce knowledge. The question now is how we move ideas into action measurably, meaningfully, and at scale. That is the future of graduate education and the future that CGU is stepping into. A university where research doesn't stop with publication and learning doesn't stop in the classroom, and where knowledge is designed from the beginning to improve lives, strengthen institutions, and serve communities. A place where students work in real systems, programs cross disciplines, and research creates impact. You're not just graduating from CGU at a moment of change, you are graduating into the very model we are becoming. So when we ask you to light the way, we're not asking you to do something abstract. We're asking you to do exactly what you've been preparing for. To take what you know and move it into the world, to turn insight into action, because the problems will not wait, and neither will the opportunities. So go and find the work that matters. Go build what does not yet exist. And go, in every sense of the phrase, light the way. Congratulations, class of 2026. I would now like to turn our attention to a cherished tradition begun 25 years ago, the Pamela M. Mullen Dream and Believe Award. This award recognizes a doctoral student not only for their academic achievement, but for the resilience, determination, and courage they showed in overcoming obstacles along the way. Pam Mullen was a longtime member of our Board of Trustees, a shining light in this community, and an enduring example of stewardship in action. This award honors both her memory and her spirit. The Dream and Believe Award provides a generous stipend to continuing doctoral students, helping them to pursue their dreams and extend their impact in the world. This year, we have the rare privilege of recognizing not one, but two extraordinary doctoral students whose journeys embody everything that this award represents. Members of the Mullen family are unfortunately unable to join us today, so I will invite the deans of our recipient schools to announce this year's awards. So please join me in giving a warm welcome to Dean David Sprott of the Drucker School of Management.
I'm going to move this up a little. I'm taller than Michelle, if you didn't notice. Thank you, President Bly. This is a true honor to be here today. Our first recipient is a remarkable student and person whose life story is one of perseverance, leadership, and impact. She's a recognized leader in creating successful pathways for incarcerated individuals, and she has turned her own lived experience into a force that has changed the lives across the Claremont colleges and beyond. She is currently a student in my school in the Executive PhD program, and she is beloved by all who know her. It is my privilege to invite to stage my student, my friend, Maryland Ralston, and I ask that her faculty advisor, Professor Becky Reichert, join me as well.
MaryAnn Ralston. In recognition of your leadership in creating successful pathways for incarcerated individuals, leveraging your personal experiences to impact lives at the Claremont colleges, and through your ongoing scholarship, the world beyond. Your unmatched potential to continue that impact in and around Southern California, demonstrating that the lessons you have learned and the wisdom you bring to bear on life's challenges are timeless and need to be shared. Your determination to see the success of your vision continue and helping the world to see those in prison as human beings and equals along the way. Your passionate pursuit of education and how your life and work have been recognized by local governing bodies and organizations, chapters of national organizations, and those holding statewide office. Your ambition to become a public academic upon completing your doctoral education, using your research and writing to continue supporting positive outcomes. Your invaluable service to the Justice Education Center for the Claremont Colleges, developing the Inside Out pathway to BA program at Pitzer College, and helping to improve the lives of incarcerated individuals and those who study beside them. For the inspiration you provide to us all, Claremont Graduate University is pleased and honored to present you with the 2026 Pamela M. Mullen Dream and Believe Award, an award recognizing that dreams, in addition to learning, knowledge, and wisdom, truly matter. MaryAnn, we are so honored to recognize you as the 2026 Dream and Believe recipient. I would love to invite you to share some brief thoughts.
Thank you. Professor Becky, that's what we call her. She's so beloved by our cohort, and thank you, Dean Sprout. Thank you, President Bly. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for this award. My name is MaryAnn Ralston. I identify as a Black feminist abolitionist. And, and 15 years ago, I returned to the community from prison. I was doing time over at the California Institution for Women, where I had fell in love with education. In fact, my first college course I took inside of that prison. And when I came home 15 years ago, I landed here in the beautiful city of Claremont with the motto, the city of trees and PhDs. And I thought one day, one day, you know, they say God won't put more on you than you can bear. Not only did I survive incarceration, but I was blessed to have a community here in Claremont that inspired me to continue my education. One of those people are here on the platform, Professor and Dr. Linda Perkins, who I met behind prison walls, who inspired me back in 2005. She saw something in me then. She saw a flame. She saw a light. She saw a life worth pouring into. And it was Dr. Perkins who wrote that recommendation letter for me for Pitzer College, where I was accepted into the New Resources program in 2012 and graduated in 2014 and went on to a master's program at Washington University in St. Louis, then came back to California to launch a program at Cal State Fullerton called Project Rebound to help serve other formerly incarcerated students on their path to educational success. I never thought in a million years that this would be a full circle moment with Dr. Perkins retiring after her service here at CGU and me winning this Dream and Believe award. I know what it feels like to dream. And it's because of people who believed in me that I'm standing here on this platform today. I won't keep rattling off about all the people that have supported me in this journey of mine, But I would like to end with saying to all of you who've had a dream, who thought that you weren't good enough, who thought that, no one saw you, people do see you. People saw me. They saw me in that prison cell. They saw me on that prison yard, and they saw me here in Claremont. And people are still seeing me. And I'm so grateful that I've been able to touch so many lives with my story, with my passion, with my education. And I promise all of you, and I promise the family of Pamela Mullen, that I will continue to do the very best that I can to change lives, to build communities, and to help people achieve success through higher education. Thank you very much for this award.
Congratulations again, Maryland. And as I mentioned, this year we have a special opportunity to give a second Dream and Believe Award. Our second recipient this year is an equally extraordinary scholar whose journey from a rural farming village in Vietnam to the halls of CGU is a testament to the power of education. To present this award, I'd like to invite Dean Tiffany Berry from the School of Social Science, Policy, and Evaluation to the podium.
Thank you, President Bly. Our recipient is a scholar whose life and work exemplify the ideals of this award. She dared to dream under circumstances that offered little encouragement, and she has continued to believe in education as a moral and social responsibility rather than a personal escape. Her scholarly focus on servant leadership, organizational justice, and women's empowerment emerges directly from lived experience and reflects a deep ethical commitment to equity and human dignity. It is my privilege to invite to the stage doctoral student Vui Tai Nguyen, and I ask her faculty advisor, Professor Stephen Gilliland, to join us at the podium.
Vui Thi Nguyen, in recognition of your perseverance to continue believing in education as a moral and social responsibility rather than personal escape, while working toward goals to support the cultivation of a generation of women leaders who can contribute to educational reform, organizational leadership, and public service in Vietnam. Your profound humility and peerless discipline that informs the ways that you devised your own path to flourishing as a published scholar, a community leader, regularly conquering structural inequities along the way. Your deep ethical commitment to equity and human dignity on display in your scholarly focus on servant leadership, organizational justice, and women empowerment, and how that work is informed by your lived experience and the impact of your character on those around you. Your ingenuity and generosity in providing free English education programs for women and girls in your hometown of Tai Binh, leadership workshops for university students, and pro bono educational consulting that helps families navigate pathways to higher education. You're daring to dream of scalable, community-based programs that equip girls with language skills, mentorship, and exposure to new possibilities, especially in rural and economically disadvantaged regions where aspirations are often constrained by gender norms and poverty. Your explicit commitment to access, resilience, global leadership, and education in the service of the greater good. For the inspiration you provide to all of us, Claremont Graduate University is pleased and honored to present you with the 2026 Pamela N. Mullen Dream and Believe Award, an award recognizing that dreams, in addition to learning, knowledge, and wisdom, truly matter. We are so honored to recognize you as the 2026 Dream and Believe recipient. I would love to invite you to share some brief thoughts.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you. Hi, everyone. It is truly an honor to stand here today as a PhD student, an international student from Vietnam at CGU, and especially to receive this honor on a special occasion. And before that, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to Mullen family for their generosity, vision, and belief in students like me. And I also want to sincerely thank President Bly and Dean Barry and Professor Stephen Gilliland and our faculty member here, and everyone who have placed their trust and confidence in me. Their leadership and support here have not only shaped my academic journey here in America, but also the kind of leader that I want to become one day. So let me tell you a little bit story about myself, and I believe some of you here can relate to it. 3 years ago, when I arrived in America from Vietnam, I was fresh off the boat with less than $3,000 US in my savings, a suitcase, but a dream of pursuing higher education in America and building a better life for myself and someday giving back to communities in Vietnam. Admittedly, I think that I was still naive and green back to those days, but I was truly determined to pursue what many people call the American dream. That is not easy, but full of opportunities, no guarantee, but a chance. So in the beginning, it was not easy at all. Everything was different. America was so unique with me. So I spent long days riding bicycles and buses around Fullerton communities to search for affordable housing and a job off campus. I vividly remember walking into local restaurants and businesses to ask for a job, to see whether I was hiring. Even as a dishwasher, I would take that deal and even think it would be a major career and life advancement in the US for me. However, the answer that I always received was no, because of my student visa restrictions. And now thinking back, that experience taught me something truly valuable and powerful in life, which is before others believe in us, we have to believe in ourselves. We have to believe that we will not only make it, but we will succeed and thrive here in this society and in this community. Another lesson that I learned from my early life of struggles in Vietnam Thai Binh community, that once you are believe in your dreams, you use your voice to advocate for yourself, and you teach people to do the same thing through your example. Along the way, I've been truly fortunate that I have met great people, great professor and faculty member here who have, who saw my struggles and also my potentials, who have lifted me up and encouraged me during difficult moments. Their kindness and generosity not only helped me to complete my MBA here in America in Fullerton, Cal State Fullerton, but also continue to be a PhD student at CGU. Standing here on the stage receiving this honor, this award, it means a great deal for me because it not only represents for my academic achievements, but also about resilience, hope, change, and the power of education to transform life and empower the disadvantaged. And it also reminds me that even when the past is difficult, dreams are truly worth pursuing. Never ever give up on your dreams. Believe in yourself and cherish the people who believe in you. And with this honor, I truly appreciate this honor, and I carry it with me with a deep gratitude and responsibility. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Maryland and Bree, thank you for your heartfelt and inspiring words. You both embody the spirit of the Dream and Believe Award and remind us that education is not just about knowledge, but about courage, compassion, and community. And we've been honored today to celebrate you both and your dreams. Today's theme, Lighting the Way, reminds us that knowledge also carries responsibility to open doors, expand opportunity, and make our world more just. It challenges us to ensure that transformative education reaches every person in every circumstance. And our keynote speaker today has devoted her life to that work. A distinguished attorney, jurist, scholar, and public servant, she has dedicated nearly 4 decades to expanding access to education and advancing equity. She has served as legal counsel to school districts, universities, and public agencies, and spent over 14 years as president of the Pomona Unified School Board, guiding her community through significant changes. Her work has championed civil rights in education, especially for unhoused students, students with disabilities, and those impacted by foster care, incarceration, and poverty. Her impact extends globally, and in 2024, she was appointed by Governor Gavin Newsom to the school's Agriculture and Nutrition Board. Her work is principled and relentless. She's led major legal organizations and received the 2024 Langston Bar Association Lifetime Achievement Award, and she's also an accomplished artist and a dedicated mother. Adrienne reminds us that justice in education is an ongoing commitment, and her career has been a model for how law, leadership, and compassion can be fused together in spirit and service of a more equitable world. In short, it shows what it means to truly light the way. Graduates, family, friends, and guests, it is my great pleasure to welcome this year's commencement speaker to the podium, an honorary degree recipient, the Honorable Adrienne Konigar Macklin.
You know, they say with age comes wisdom, right? But for me, age comes with glasses. Good morning, President Bly, members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished faculty, administration, honored guests, alumni, proud family and friends, and above all, the 2026 class, graduating class of Claremont Graduate University. What a perfect day to celebrate. This is a day and time destined and determined just for you. My hope is that I provide you with something useful and not predict to tell you 3 things that my mother would have said to you today, as she would call it, to you degreed folks. Commencement is often described as an end to a journey, But at Claremont, it is more accurately a moment of alignment, a moment when years of study, research, debate, and discovery converge with purpose. Not so long ago, approximately 4 decades, I saw that convergence for myself, and I decided that I would dedicate my life to ensuring that those that came after me had the same opportunities as I had before them. Today, we gather to celebrate not only an academic milestone, but a moment of transformation, a moment in time before we immerse ourselves in the next chapters, where we breathe and realize that the late nights, juggling of family and professions, prioritizing and reprioritizing and prioritizing again commitments to make it all work, in the end were worth the sacrifice of time and the expension of intellectual capital. Commencement marks a crossing for you from what we have studied to what we will shape, from what we have inherited to what we will reimagine. It is a moment filled with gratitude, reflection, and hope. Hope for a future to come, gratitude for the present that is here, and reflection of the past and the road we've traveled to get here. This year's commencement theme, lighting the way, shaping our future through transdisciplinary education, was near and dear to me. It invites us to consider a powerful truth. The challenges of our time do not fit neatly within the boundaries of any single discipline, train of thought, or school of belief. Inequity, injustice, climate change, educational access, and technological transformation are complex, interconnected issues that we have to tackle as a single being. Meeting them requires not only expertise that you now possess, but perspective, which your life's journey will give you. Not only knowledge, but collaboration. Not only credentials, but courage. Courage to sit at the table, courage to speak your truth, and courage to speak up for those who are voiceless. The university was founded on a bold conviction that the most pressing problems of society cannot be understood, let alone solved, from within the confines of a single discipline. Progress happens at the intersections. It happens when law meets education, when policy meets practice, when data meets lived experiences, and when scholarship meets moral courage. You have been trained to think critically and collaboratively, not singularly and alone. To ground your ideas in research and your action in values, to recognize that knowledge gains power when it is shared, and purpose when you apply it. You will enter professions that are evolving rapidly. If you look around, it's probably evolved within the last 5 minutes. Some of the problems you will face have no clear precedent. In these moments, remember this: the most meaningful change is rarely the result of a single act, but a series of acts, conscientious steps, and a willingness to continue to propel forward. Let your education guide you not towards certainty, for if it is certain, then there is no need to think, but toward curiosity, intellectual curiosity, societal curiosity, curious about the way the world works and why. Let it give you the confidence to step into unfamiliar spaces and the humility to learn from others. Let it remind you that your leadership is not defined by your title, but by your impact. Never overlook any perspective. Degrees alone will not move the needle and won't allow for a full understanding of the scope of the issues you will undoubtedly face. Know that solving problems requires that you first seek them out with the passion you have held while you were here honing your craft. Transdisciplinary thought and action also ask us to move beyond silos and question our own truth. It encourages us to connect with others that may not have the same truth, hold the same values, or the same belief system. We cannot work alone, but we have to listen deeply. Graduates learn broadly and act together. As you leave this institution, you carry more than you brought in, but it certainly has gained more than it gave. But to reach across them, to ask better questions, to challenge assumptions, and to design solutions, that is a Claremont University graduate. The world you are inheriting needs light. Lighting the way does not mean offering easy answers. It means asking hard questions, sitting with them, staying with them, revisiting them. It means recognizing that inequity is rarely accidental and that meaningful change requires not only excellence, but persistence. It needs bridge builders. The world needs critical thinkers who act, advocates who listen, and leaders who understand that justice and equality are not the same. Look around now that you have a moment. Take a deep breath. I'll wait. Exhale all that was. Take in all that is new. We live in an era of uncharted technological advancement. Just this morning, I spoke to Siri and Alexa, neither of which had good answers for me. This is extraordinary innovation. It comes at a cost, though. It has the potential to change decades-long persistent social inequity or deepen divisions over truth. As I am fond of saying, trust but verify. And when you verify, verify that it is consistent with your truth. It means understanding that the law, education, that meaningful change unfolds over decades, not minutes. And when you stop pushing toward change, change stops happening. So don't sleep for a day. Don't sleep for a minute, let alone sleep for years, because you will find that your work will need to be repeated. You'll find that you may need to change the way you view things and that your voice is not heard. And when the work feels difficult, as it inevitably will, when progress feels slow, when systems resist change, look to the light of progress in yourself and others. A reminder that principled effort can bend institutions, that one career grounded in value and fueled by collaboration can expand access and protect rights, and do the most important thing, shape the future for generations to come. Let us take a moment and craft our moral clarity. Let us take a moment and step beyond these gates and remember the journey that brought you here. Let your achievements remind you that your sustained education and principled leadership is what will matter. You have forged friendships that will last a lifetime and built networks. Lean on them, learn them, challenge them. Your curiosity, collaboration, courage, and compassion will serve as your compass. Use them to navigate those challenges, the dark nights, the tears that you'll have, the frustration with those that won't move out of the way for progress. Build communities that you can cherish. Remember, the world you're entering is not static. It is dynamic, ever-changing, and often unpredictable. Remain open to new ideas, strive for equity, and never lose sight of the importance of listening deeply to your heart. Now, for the part I promised my mother would say. Every story has an ending. Don't let anyone else write yours. You see the same people going up that you see going down. Shake their hands all along the way. Your greatest moments occur when the spotlight is off. And finally, don't compete with anyone but yourself. That way you'll know that you'll always have the best competition. So go forward and light the way. I'll look forward to seeing your lights, because I will need someone to stand in this space and tell me what happened on this day 40 years from now. Cross disciplines, craft a future. Congratulations. The future is brighter because you are in it. Thank you.
Thank you, Adrienne, for your truly inspiring remarks. It has been a joy to have you here with us today. And now it's time to welcome this year's student speaker. But before we do, I want to take a moment to recognize a group of students whose leadership happens often behind the scenes, but whose impact is felt every day by their peers. Our Student Senate officers work hard throughout the year to advocate for students, build community, and improve the overall experience of graduate life at CGU. Would the members of the Student Senate who are with us today please stand when your name is called? President Ray Amelie. Vice President Jillian Muller-Dubois. Treasurer Suting Lily Chen. And Secretary Cliff Huang. Thank you all for your dedicated service this year. In a moment, I will invite Ray to introduce our student speaker, but first, a bit about Ray. A Southern California native, she earned dual degrees at UC Santa Barbara before coming to PhD to pursue her PhD in applied social psychology. Her research explores how we value work, how bias takes hold, and how we design interventions that actually change behavior, work that reaches well beyond academia. As Student Senate President, Ray has led with conviction that students deserve a real voice, expanding engagement, strengthening connections across campus, and advancing transparency and support for student research. Today, she'll receive her MA, and we're fortunate that she's not going anywhere because she's going to continue her research here in CGU's doctoral program. Please join me in welcoming Ray Amelie.
Thank you, President Bly. One of the true honors of serving as Student Senate President is getting to introduce a fellow graduate whose work reminds us of why we pursue higher education in the first place. Our student speaker is a public health strategist, a global advocate, and a proud first-generation scholar from Imo State, Nigeria, who first came to CGU with a clear and urgent mission: to use education to force systemic change. Her work will take us to the front lines of community health, where she translates research into action, builds systems that actually serve people, and ensures those that are most often left behind are moved to the center. She challenges us to think about what it truly means to lead, not from a distance, but from within communities, with humility, rigor, and unwavering commitment to equity. What makes her work so compelling isn't just the breadth of it, it's the conviction she brings to every room she enters. With over a decade of experience spanning Nigeria, the international development sector, and now Southern California, she has directed programs funded by the USAID, DFID, and the Ford Foundation, tackling child protection, HIV response, and gender equity. Today, she leads community health worker initiatives at CTRR and Haluna Health, putting her doctoral research to work in real time. Beyond her professional accomplishments, she is someone who leads with purpose. At CGU, she served as president of the School of Community and Global Health Student Association as a pioneering president of the Union of International African Students. She serves on the UNA USA board as co-chair of its Women's Affinity Group and as a United Nations delegate, carrying CGU's values onto a global stage. She believes deeply that education represents both achievement and responsibility, and today, she embodies both. Please join me in welcoming our 2026 student speaker, MaryAnn Ngozi Obidike.
Thank you for the introduction, Ray. Good morning to our distinguished faculty, honored families, and friends, and most importantly, to the extraordinary class of 2026. My name is MaryAnn Ngozi Obidike, and today I'm graduating with my Doctor of Public Health. Before I begin, I want to start with an invitation to all the cohort graduating today. Look around you. Every person seated here represents a story that almost didn't happen, a risk that wasn't taken, a sacrifice that was made, a future that refused to be postponed. And today, that future has arrived. We are gathered here at a remarkable moment in Claremont Graduate University history. For more than a century, the institution has asked a question far more demanding than, what will you study? CGU has asked, what will the world become because you were here? The question has shaped us. We've arrived from different disciplines, from public health, education, psychology, management, data science, the arts, evaluation, and so on, fluent in our own academic language. But somewhere behind our uncertain days, the scholars we are now, something has transformed within us. We have learned the world's most complex challenges do not represent disciplinary boundaries, and neither should we. CGU has trained us not to just understand systems, but to redesign them. Collaboration across discipline was not only encouraged, it was essential. Innovation was not an abstract, it was practiced. Our disciplinary education is not merely an academic model, it's a responsibility. It means when policies fail, we redesign them. When systems exclude, we reimagine them. When communities are unheard, we amplify them. My own journey here as a first-generation public health graduate has been shaped by the systems of thinking and community engagement. I've connected with communities, institutions, government, and non-governmental agencies. Beyond the university, my work in community-based research, health policy, global advocacies centers on strengthening systems and expanding communities across borders. And I've learned that possibility expands when courage meets preparation, and that lasting impact is rooted in responsibility and service. But I've also learned something deeper. Shortly after I was admitted to graduate school, my father passed away. Then as I entered my final year of graduate studies, my mother also transitioned from this life. This very moment, revealed a truth I will carry forever. That education is never an individual accomplishment. It's a living inheritance. I stand here today because two people who believed in my future, they would not see fully, yet they helped design the trajectory of my life long before I understood it. Their sacrifice became my foundation. Their faith became my momentum. Their lives remind me that our greatest achievements are rarely ours alone. Class of 2026, whether spoken or silent, each of us carries a lineage of people who made this moment possible. We honor them, not only with gratitude, but with the lives we choose to build next. Years from now, we won't be remembered for our titles, but for the problems we dared to solve, the people we lifted, and the futures we made possible. We know how to hold data and humanity in the same hand. We know how to listen before prescribing solutions, and we know how to collaborate across boundaries. But above all, we understand how to build bridges where none ever existed. Class of 2026, we are so much more than graduates. We are architects of what does not exist but must. The degree we receive today is not a finish line. It's an authorization to lead with integrity, to build with courage, to act with moral clarity. And in 2026, at the dawn of CGU's next century, that responsibility belongs to us. So here is my charge, class of 2026. Do not measure your success by the positions you hold. Measure by the systems you improve. The future is not something we enter. It is something we create. Let us be that generation that refused to inherit the world as it was and instead accept the responsibility to build the world as it should be. CGU has given us more than knowledge. It has given us clarity. It has given us courage. It has given us one another. And now the world is waiting for what we will build together. Congratulations, class of 2026. Let's go redesign the next world. Thank you.
Thank you so much for those inspiring words, MaryAnn. So this morning, we've had the privilege of hearing from a remarkable voice, one whose life's work has shaped the landscape of educational equity across California and beyond. It is now my honor to recognize that work in the most meaningful way this university can. CGU has a long tradition of conferring honorary degrees upon individuals whose achievements inspire and guide us. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and with approval of the Board of Trustees, CGU will now confer the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa, upon the Honorable Adrienne Konigar Macklin. Will Adrienne please come forward? And will Board Chair Jeanne Holm and Provost Jody Waters please assist? To help present this year's honorary degree, I would also like to ask Katarina Pick, Chair of the Faculty, to come to the podium.
The Honorable Adrienne Konigar Macklin. Your distinguished career in public service, education law, and civil rights advocacy has shaped the landscape of educational equity across California and beyond. Through your legal counsel, governance, and scholarship, you have dedicated nearly 4 decades to ensuring that the promise of education reaches those most often left behind. As counsel to urban school districts, institutions of higher education, and governmental educational agencies, you have provided strategic legal guidance at the critical intersection of law, education, and social policy. Drawing upon your deep expertise in civil rights and school law, you have worked tirelessly to protect the rights of unhoused students, students with disabilities, and children impacted by incarceration, foster care, and poverty, populations whose access to education too often goes unguarded. Your council has helped institutions design and implement legally sound programs that advance equity while meeting the rigorous demands of compliance and governance. Your contributions to governance and civic leadership are equally profound. As president of the Pomona Unified School Board for more than 14 years, you provided sustained and visionary leadership through periods of significant institutional and community challenge. Your record of public service further includes appointments to the Los Angeles County Commission on Families and Children, the Mervyn M. Daimali African American Political and Economic Institute at California State University, Dominguez Hills, and in 2024 to the 48th District Agricultural Association Schools Agriculture and Nutrition Board of Directors, reflecting your expansive vision of student wellness as inseparable from educational success. Your influence has extended globally through targeted initiatives in Africa and Haiti, demonstrating a commitment to educational opportunity that knows no borders. A scholar practitioner in the truest sense, you have lectured and published in the field of school law, advancing the professional development of educators, administrators, and legal professionals alike. Within the legal profession, your leadership as president of the Black Women Lawyers Association of Los Angeles and the president of the California Association of Black Lawyers has elevated standards of excellence and mentorship for generations of attorneys. These contributions were recognized by the Langston Bar Association, which honored you with its 2024 Lifetime Achievement Award. Adrienne, because of your extraordinary contributions to education, law, and your unwavering commitment to protecting the civil rights of the most vulnerable students in our communities, because of your decades of principled governance and public service, and your ability to lead institutions toward greater fairness, accountability, and opportunity, and because of the many ways you have inspired scholars, legal professionals, educators, and communities to pursue a more just and equitable future. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and with the approval of the Board of Trustees of Claremont Graduate University, we confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto.
We will now proceed to the conferral of degrees upon the candidates in attendance. Woo! To each of you, I offer my heartfelt congratulations. Here is how the conferral process will proceed. Conferrals for doctoral and master's degrees will be presented by groups. Then each graduate will come forward and enter the stage for individual recognition. I ask that Provost Waters please present the candidates for the various degrees.
Thank you, President Bly. Will the candidates for the Doctor of Economics and Data Analysis, Doctor of Evaluation Practice, Doctor of Musical Arts, Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Psychology, Doctor of Public Health, Doctor of Public Policy, and Doctor of Technology please rise and remain standing? President Bly, I present the candidates for the doctoral degree, the highest earned degree of Claremont Graduate University.
Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you, Provost Waters. By granting you this degree, the university signifies its confidence that you have made an original and important contribution to human knowledge and that you will continue a life of scholarship that benefits humankind. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and with approval of the Board of Trustees of Claremont Graduate University, it is my privilege to confer upon you the doctoral degree with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto, and welcome you to the ancient and venerable community of scholars. Congratulations to all of you.
Now, will the candidates for the doctoral degree please be seated until we call you to come forward in your individual recognition. Now, will the candidates for master's degrees please rise and remain standing. President Bly, I present the candidates for the master's degree.
Thank you, Provost Waters. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and with the approval of the Board of Trustees of Claremont Graduate University, it is my privilege to confer upon you the appropriate master's degrees with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations to all of you.
Now, will the candidates for master's degrees please be seated until we call you to come forward to be recognized individually. President Bly will now present each candidate their certificate as their name is called. Doctoral candidates, as the marshals instruct you to do so, please come forward to be recognized individually. And now I'd like to invite the faculty from the School of Community and Global Health. Please come forward to the hooding area and be prepared to hood your doctoral candidates. You gotta wait for your peeps. Azine Nawalezi, Doctor of Public Health. Thank you. Oh, you're easy. And congratulations. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Julianne Sakdalan, Doctor of Public Health. Tiffany Min-Yi Fong, Doctor of Public Health. Abdul Asis Umaru. Malia Ahmed Hussein. Hello, congratulations. You're very welcome. Sarah Samur so sorry, Sarah. Sarah Samur Aburese. Lauren Allison, one more. Congratulations. Lauren Allison Von Lon. Diane Newman, Doctor of Public Health. Hello. Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Mo Mustafa, Doctor of Public Health. Hello. Well, we know you. MaryAnn Ngozi Obidike, Doctor of Public Health. Congratulations. Pamela Chieko Ogata, Doctor of Public Health, PhD in Health Promotion Sciences. Yours up. I'm so sorry. Mercy Ngozi Ajuonu, Doctor of Public Health. Ulama Nuogu, Doctor of Public Health. Muna Yvette, oops. We'll let you finish. Muna Yvette Azuma Ezekwo, Doctor of Public Health. Quite the fan club. Hi, thank you. Congratulations. You want all four names? Okay, congratulations. Christina Wakini Denise Stanley, Doctor of Public Health. Hello, Abzis, yes. Okay, thank you. Alrighty. Thank you. Now, will the faculty of the School of Community and Global Health please be seated? And will the faculty from the Drucker School of Management please proceed to the hooding area to hood your candidates? Abdul Aziz Mansour Al-Turki, PhD in Management. Hello, thank you. Thank you. Will the Drucker School of Management please return to your seats? And will the faculty from the Institute of Mathematical Sciences please proceed to the hooding area and prepare to hood your candidates? Congratulations. You're welcome. Ryan Christopher Moffitt, PhD in Engineering and Computational Mathematics, joint degree with Cal State University, Long Beach. Hello, thank you. John Kath, PhD in Mathematics. Hello, thank you. Okay. And congratulations. Don't make the photographer angry. Alireza Kazem, PhD in Engineering and Computational Mathematics, joint degree with Cal State University, Long Beach. Hello, thank you. Congratulations. Ryan O'Dowd, PhD in Mathematics. Hello, congratulations. Thank you. Well, it's not the A, it's the I instead of the A. And will the faculty from the Institute of Mathematical and Computational Sciences, excuse me, I was trying to get through that. Please be seated, and may we have the faculty from the Division of Politics and Economics. It's getting a little hot here. I don't know, I just started sneezing. Oh, thank you. Annie Aguinaga Frew, Doctor of Public Policy. Hi, thank you. Amir Michael Rashed, PhD in International Politics and Political Science. Thank you. Kieran Matthew John, Doctor of Economics and Data Analysis. Thank you. William Carlos Wyatt, PhD in Economics. Congratulations. Bianca Apple Kronzler, PhD in Economics.
In case you need tissue.
Yeah, thank you. I've got some in my pocket. I'm good, thanks. Ki-Chang Kim, PhD in Economics. Hi, congratulations. Juanita Cifuentes, PhD in Economics. Lale Pakradunian Sepian, PhD in Political Science and International Politics. Congratulations. Laura Jacqueline Muna Landa, PhD in Political Science. Nice. Hi. Jeanne. Zhijin Wang, PhD in Economics. Hello, congratulations. Jia Shang Shu, PhD in Economics. Congratulations. Sung Gyu Park, PhD in Economics. Hello. Congratulations. You're welcome. It's not in my script. I know. Don't worry about it. We got you covered. If you just say, because it's the largest group of us, special conferral. Thank you. Will the faculty from the Division of Politics and Economics please take your seats? And now, I would like to invite the faculty of the School of Educational Studies, a very special conferral for the largest and first school at CGU, to come down to the hooding area and prepare to hood your candidates. Okay. David Thomas Hodgin, PhD in Education. Congratulations. Ida. Castro Orozco. Myra Castro Orozco, PhD in Education. Claudia Ramirez, PhD in Education. Varedzo Kativu, PhD in Education. Yone Rodriguez, PhD in Education. Kimberly Ann Megacy Bram, PhD in Education. Jiang Tui Huang Huin, PhD in Education. Kristen Almaraz, PhD in Education. Christina Sun Su, PhD in Education. Riham Ali Al-Ghamdi, PhD in Education. Marisol Madrigal Uribe, PhD in Education. Kazumi Lale Igas, PhD in Education. Marisol Adriana Burgueño, PhD in Education. Ellen K. Horowitz, PhD in Education, joint degree with San Diego State University. Ariana Munguia, PhD in Education. Everybody cover your ears. It's gonna. Macklin Hernandez, PhD in Education. Christopher Adrienne Thomas, PhD in Education, joint degree with San Diego State University.
Hello, congratulations.
Mariano Lozano Soto, PhD in Education, joint degree with San Diego State University.
Hello, congratulations.
Velia Cristina Huerta, PhD in Education, joint degree with San Diego State University.
Hello, congratulations.
Well, everybody's easy in their own ways. Catherine M. Longstreet, PhD in Education, joint degree with San Diego State University.
Hello.
Nicole Marie Nares, PhD in Education. Marcy Lynn Jones, PhD in Education.
Congratulations, thank you.
So, not Chen. I'm not going to look at the phonetic or anything in there because they're spelling it. Okay. Elaine Cheng Hu, PhD in Education. Jennifer Christine Fabella Garcia, PhD in Education.
Congratulations.
Jamie Lee Schmellebeck, PhD in Education.
Hello, congratulations.
Fabian Pacheco, PhD in Education.
Congratulations. You're welcome. It's cold up here.
Jennifer Catherine Freeman, PhD in Education.
Hello, congratulations. That one is Is that Mr.
Patricia K. Hansen, PhD Education. Natalie Marie Carter, PhD in Education.
Hello, congratulations.
Carmen Selena Macias Limon, PhD in Education.
Hello. Thank you. Congratulations. You're very welcome. So nervous. You want to come do this job?
I know.
No. Okay then. You've done the hard part.
Yeah,
You really have.
Thank you.
Michael Matthew Sakoto, PhD in Education.
Yeah, Mike.
There you go. You're going to kill it.
Joel Kent Petty, PhD in Education. Roslyn Soto Sanchez, PhD in Education.
Hello. Look at that big smile. Congratulations.
Andre Shi Chen Feng, PhD in Education.
Hello. Wow, congratulations. Did you get in a bar fight on the way?
Luis Enrique Galvan, PhD in Education.
Hello. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Frank Aguirre, PhD in Education.
Hello. Thank you. Tracy won. Tracy won.
You got it?
Tracy won. Stuff on the X good. Got it.
Paul Trisuwan, PhD in Education.
Hello. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Joy Kyle McCreary, PhD in Education.
Hello. Congratulations. You're welcome. Yeah. You know I'm going to screw it up now. And it won't work now. I'm kidding. It's cold up here and I'm getting stupid.
Timothy Douglas Flewelling, PhD in Education.
Hello. Congratulations. No, I just all the joy that radiates off of all of you.
Charo Darwin, PhD in Education.
Hi. Congratulations.
Shasta Bianca Jefferson, PhD in Education.
Hi. Congratulations.
Jimena Martinez, PhD in Education.
Hello. Congratulations.
Monique Posadas, PhD in Education.
Thank you.
Thank you. Will the faculty from the School of Educational Studies please be seated, and may we have the faculty from the Division of Behavioral and Organizational Sciences come to the front.
Nobody's going to make you leave. How are you today? I'm good. Congratulations. Good. Thank you for doing this. We're going to be here for a while because you got a posse up there. I do.
We might not have enough room on the stage. Okay. Ready? Ready. Rebecca Rose Halman, Doctor of Evaluation Practice.
Ooh, excuse me.
There's something up here. Thank you. I appreciate that. Stephanie Renee Daly, PhD in Psychology. Sabrina Munenez, PhD in Psychology. Olivia Ellis, PhD in Psychology.
Hello. Congratulations.
Jimena Giesemann, PhD in Psychology. Savannah Nicole Leslie, PhD in psychology. Thank you. Congratulations. Sarah Lynn Slakovich, PhD in psychology. Hello. Congratulations. Christine Powers, PhD in psychology. Austin Lee Shockley, PhD in psychology. Congratulations. Tareem Rifat, PhD in psychology. Hello, congratulations. You're welcome. Michelle Blaya Burgo, PhD in psychology. Hello, congratulations. Mike Osiemo Mwirigi, PhD in psychology. Hello, congratulations. You're gonna be. It kind of works out that way. Shi-Tao Liu, PhD in psychology. Oh, well, thank you. Not too much. Thank you. No, I'll try extra hard. Here we go. Maria Denise McManus, PhD in psychology. Hello.
I'm the last one in the
Okay. Now, I'm not sure I'm reading all this. Florencio June?
Yes. Kabig.
And the Philippines? Florencio June Kabigting, PhD, Positive Organizational Psychology. Hello, hi, nice to see you. How are you? You look so festive. I'm so proud of you. Your speech the other day was wonderful. Get tomorrow. Will the faculty from the Division of Behavioral and Organizational Sciences please be seated with our thanks? And will the faculty from the Center for Information Systems and Technology please come to the front to prepare to hood your graduates? Maria Assunta Komugabe, PhD in Information Systems and Technology. Hello, congratulations. You're welcome. Ready? Faiz Dakil Al-Harbi, PhD in Information Systems and Technology. Hello. That is a lot of cordage you have there. You are a very accomplished man. Congratulations. Nader Abdul Rahman Mualam, PhD in Information Systems and Technology. Hello, congratulations. You're welcome. Bayan Abdullah Al-Mohammadi, PhD in Information Systems and Technology. Hello, congratulations. You're welcome. You just want data banjo? Oh, I'd like to. Yeah, Ola Leken. Do you want all four of them? Okay, okay. We're going to be here. Olalekan Oluwasen David Banjo, PhD in Information Systems and Technology. Hello, congratulations. Are you ready? Grace Chinyere Ogwo, Doctor of Technology. Hello, I'm well. How are you? Congratulations. Sohail Buzari, PhD in Information Systems and Technology. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. I can't with you so finding time here. So we've gone back and forth. Yeah. Nice to meet you. And congratulations. Alexis Rose Wilson, Doctor of Public Health and Technology. Hello. Congratulations. Abdullah Rashid Al-Rumi, PhD in Information Systems and Technology. Hello, congratulations. Javier Aguilar, PhD in Information Systems and Technology. Hello, Ahmed Muhammad Ibrahim. Congratulations. You're welcome. We're very proud of you, all of you. Okay, you ready? Ahmed Muhammad Ibrahim, Doctor of Technology. Hello, congratulations. Amal, congratulations. Oh. Amal Al-Talhi, PhD in Information Systems and Technology. Hello, congratulations. Do you know what's going on? Christina White, Doctor of Technology. Rashawn Lamar Mayweather, Doctor of Technology. Hello, congratulations. Okay, ready? Mohammed Saeed Alawi, Doctor of Technology. Hello. How are you? Congratulations. Thank you. Nice to see you. Big moment. Okay, you ready? Okay. Kenneth A. Carmona, Doctor of Technology. Patrick Cole Mupanda, Doctor of Information Technology. Hello. He wrote in his own degree. We don't offer that one, but that's okay. How are you? Armin Abazir. Okay. Okay, are you ready? Armin Abuzari, PhD in Information Systems and Technology.
It's José
Ernesto
Guzmán.
Yo hablo español. A veces sí, a veces no. Depende. Yeah. Thank you. I'd like to invite the faculty from the Center for Information Systems and Technology to please be seated, and I'd like to invite the faculty from the School of Arts and Humanities to come to the stage to prepare to hood your graduates. Are you having a good day?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
It's an awesome day.
Good.
I just made the mistake of drinking the water bottle.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah, tell me about it. Okay. You ready? Go be a doctor. Jose Ernesto Guzman, PhD in philosophy. Hello. Congratulations. There's a flock of faculty you have up there waiting to congratulate you. It is. Are you excited? Big moment. Congratulations. Okay, ready? Sarah Nicole Ruddy, Doctor of Musical Arts. Hello.
Dorothy
Dorothy?
and Dr. Musical Arts.
I can do that. Congratulations. Okay, you ready? Okay, take it. Dorothy Robbins, Doctor of Musical Arts. Thank you. Thank you. That's okay. Lily Trunks. Lily Knox.
Yes, so we
What's going on?
ignore that.
Are you ready? Lili Ngok Truong Sawicki, Doctor of Musical Arts. Ying Han, Doctor of Musical Arts.
Hello. You'll have to know. Congratulations. You're welcome. You ready? Go be a doctor.
Jeanne Luzala, PhD in Cultural Studies.
Hello. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Maya Felicia Olias, PhD in Cultural Studies.
Hello. Congratulations. Well, not yet. We gotta get you across the stage, and then we'll talk. So don't be getting cocky. Okay. Are you ready?
Okay. Anisha Ahuja, PhD in Cultural Studies.
You're getting really close now. You can taste it. You all do. Honest to God, I don't know what happens. And there's no spaces between. It's not just like I'm doing better if I just. So Eugene, Jeannie, Staples, all three of them. Okay. Are you ready?
Eugene Jeannie Staples, PhD in Religion.
Hello. Congratulations. Just you? Oh, I was going to say, I thought you just wanted jazz. Do like, because I'm going to read all three. Okay. And congratulations. You're welcome. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay. James William Ewell, PhD in Religion.
Hello. Congratulations. Are you excited? Okay.
Brigitte Mendoza, PhD in Religion.
Hello. But you are all trying to move. No, they make us send it in. I know, it's a big thing in my head. Yeah, just for God. Just get privileges. Yeah.
All right, you ready? Go be a doctor. Okay. Lori Lynn Denning, PhD in Religion.
Oh, congratulations. Well done.
Okay, are you ready? Okay. John Collins Stringfellow, PhD in Religion.
Hello. See, that hat is still working. You're fine.
Yeah, it's working, right? Kind of. Tried to fix it.
We all look working. You don't have to worry. Okay. Tiana, Noel, Yanni, and Multa. Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
Go be a doctor. Congratulations.
Tiara Noel Yanian Murta, PhD in Cultural Studies.
Congratulations. Malcolm Augustino Hawks. Okay. DNA Music. Congratulations. Last minute decision? You won't regret it. We're happy that you're here. Okay, are you ready?
Okay. Malcolm Augustino Hawks, Doctor of Musical Arts.
Hello, how are you?
Jacques, just like Jacques Cousteau.
Oui. Mais oui. Zut alors. Congratulations. Thank you. You're welcome.
Paul Anthony Jacques, PhD in English. Hello, thank you. Y'all. It's not gonna go in there. Are you excited? Congratulations. Okay, are you ready? Okay. Laurice A. Diamond, PhD in Cultural Studies. Hello, how are you? I'm a little cold. I'm not very happy to see you here today because you're all wonderful. Congratulations. Courtney Stallings, PhD in History. Hello. Congratulations. You're welcome. Sit something on. Okay. Congratulations. Are you ready? Okay. Well. Okay. Marlene Adele Block, PhD in Religion. Hello, how are you? I laughed so hard when I saw that. I know, I forgot that I did that. Because, you know, we get them beforehand, and not that you can tell, but just trying to help y'all out. Thank you, we appreciate it. If you ever need a solid done back, you let me know, and congratulations. Thank you. Okay, you ready? Kirsten Erin Bowles, PhD in Religion and Cultural Studies. Hello. Congratulations. Duran? Are you excited? Yeah, I'm trying to cry. It's okay to cry. This is a big moment. No, you've earned it. You've accomplished it. It's amazing. Okay. Are you ready? Madeline Brooke Duran, PhD in Cultural Studies. Hello. All the MFA folks up there. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Thank you to the School of Arts and Humanities. We will now move on to hood the candidates for the Master of Fine Arts. So those faculty members, please remain on the stage for your candidates. Okay, are you ready? Okay. Courtney Colgan, Master of Fine Arts. Hello, thank you. Congratulations. There's something in the air up here. Okay. You ready? Jocelyn Marie Mulgado, Master of Fine Arts. Don't need a card for you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Come on up. How are you? Good. Good. Thank you. Are you having a good day? Good. Okay. Are you ready? Okay. Alex Laszlo Parrish, Master of Fine Arts. Hello. You look so happy. What do you think of you? Okay. And congratulations. You're welcome. Okay. Are you ready? Okay. Guadalupe Aguirre, Master of Fine Arts. Hello. Congratulations. It would be during her undergrad. Congratulations. Okay. Catalina Maria Lopez, Master of Fine Arts. Hello.
Congratulations. Sarah, how'd you? I feel so nice in so many ways. It would be hard to. So many ways. No, it's so many ways. I'm not perfect.
Sarah Ajami, Master of Fine Arts. Elise Christine Marshburn, Master of Fine Arts.
Hello. Congratulations.
Sarah Georgina Stevenson, Master of Fine Arts.
Hi. Congratulations. We met last summer, didn't we? Congratulations. So proud. Are you happy? Are you having a good day? Good. Congratulations.
Darby Haley Simmons, Master of Fine Arts.
Thank you.
Alicia Winnikin, Master of Fine Arts.
Hello. Thank you.
Thank you. We now want to recognize 17 candidates who cannot be here in person. They're joining us remotely, and it is our pleasure to acknowledge their achievement. I'd like to invite Katharina Pick, the chair of the faculty, to recognize our remote candidates.
We would like to acknowledge the following degree recipients joining us virtually. Arwa Alkawaja, PhD in Education. Kim Donaldson, PhD in Economics Management. Christian Espinosa, PhD in Education. Mulfi Alkinjar, Doctor of Public Health. Srinivasa Muthukarunapan, Ravi, Doctor of Public Health. Joshua Cheng, Doctor of Musical Arts. Saeed Al-Ghamdi, Master of Science in Information Systems and Technology. Sabrina Cheng, Master of Arts in Education. Manpreet Kaur Jowell, Master of Arts in Management. Haley Johansson, Master of Public Health. William Liu, Master in Psychology. Siddhi Muhajan, Master of Public Health. Mohammed German Kelas, Master of Science in Information Systems and Technology. Santanu Ray, Master of Science in Information Systems and Technology. Lantu Nirina Razafimananzwa, Master of Arts in Education. Julie Jane Torres, Master of Public Health. Please join me in congratulating them. At this time, we would like to honor the individual master's degree recipients. Will Board Chair Jeanne Holm please come to the lower stage? When the marshals instruct you to do so, will the candidates for the master's degree please come forward to be recognized individually?
Ashton Thomas, Master of Arts in Education.
Alyssa Nicole Pedicino, Master of Arts in Women's and Gender Studies and Religion.
Ismael Banuelos Romo, Master of Arts in Education.
Chelsea Fox, Master of Arts in History and Archival Studies.
Chen Mayo, Master of Arts in Education.
Haley Elizabeth Freeth, Master of Arts in Religion and American Politics.
Oscar Serpa Avina, Master of Arts in Education.
Caitlin Breen, Master of Arts in History.
Sana Treasure Johnson, Master of Arts in Education.
Cindy Aragon, Master of Arts in History.
Leslie Marquez, Master of Arts in Education.
Roman Catherine Todd Housewright, Master of Arts in History and Archival Studies.
Natalia Zimmerman, Master of Arts in Education.
Sarah Samantha Galvez, Master of Arts in History.
Bailey Natividad, Master of Arts in Education.
Alexandra Lauren Wallace, Master of Arts in History and Archival Studies.
Alyssa Solano, Master of Arts in Education.
Brianna Michelle Chan George, Master of Arts in History and Archival Studies.
Paulina Belen Sanchez, Master of Arts in Education.
Yamil Becky Chayefsky, Master of Arts in Music.
Song O'Dillon, Master of Arts in Education.
Madison Elizabeth Weiss, Master of Arts in Music.
Natalia Galan, Master of Arts in Education.
Angela Stieber, Master of Arts in Women's and Gender Studies and Religion.
Jiwon Park Kim, Master of Arts in Education.
Natalie Nelson, Master of Religion.
Carolina Vargas, Master of Arts in Education.
Audrey Lee Smith, Master of Arts in English.
Kelly Ng, Master of Arts in Education.
Christina Ann Vasquez, Master of Arts in Cultural Studies.
Marturia Seyom Yami, Master of Arts in Education.
Nyla Renee Murphy, Master of Arts in Cultural Studies.
Zoraida Reyes, Master of Arts in Education.
Lindsay Hamill, Master of Arts in Cultural Studies.
Noeline Urechi, Master of Arts in Education.
Monica Martinez, Master of Arts in History and Archival Studies.
Natalia Salazar, Master of Arts in Education.
Caitlin Elizabeth Kiesel, Master of Business Administration.
Emily Barrera, Master of Arts in Education.
Chunyu Zhang, Master in Management.
Chase Del Rio, Master of Arts in Education.
Ji Wu, Master of Business Administration.
MaryAnn Balayan, Master of Arts in Education.
Joseph Shu, Master of Business Administration.
Hillary Hernandez, Master of Arts in Education.
Cindy Maureen, Master of Arts in Management.
Congratulations.
Yaneth Emily Martin, Master of Arts in Education.
Angelique Hudek, Master of Arts in Arts Management.
Aaron Brown, Master of Arts in Education.
Courtney Dean, Master of Arts in Arts Management.
Isai Aking Ahing.
Priyanka Neopane, Master of Arts in Management.
Alexander Stephen Pignon, Master of Arts in Education.
Savannah Hope Caro, Master of Arts in Management.
Destiny Renee Reyes, Master of Arts in Education.
Janessa Amy Senadas, Master of Arts in Management.
Adriana Rios, Master of Arts in Education.
Mohammed Malik, Master of Business Administration.
Leonie Lopez, Master of Arts in Education.
David Thomas, Master of Business Administration.
Itzel Castillo, Master of Arts in Education.
Annika Flores, Master of Business Administration.
Amy Brooke Lee, Master of Arts in Education.
Raymond Derek Tana Dimla, Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Information Systems and Technology.
Alexia Lizarraga Chavez, Master of Arts in Education.
Ana Casillas, Master of Business Administration.
Valeria Barrera Rodriguez, Master of Arts in Education.
Ramiro Garcia, Master of Business Administration.
Jessica Lynn Almos, Master of Arts in Community Engaged Education and Social Change.
Quan Tang Wang, MS in Finance.
Alegria Emilia Martinez, Master of Arts in Community Engaged Education and Social Change.
Kazuya Kurihara, Master of Business Administration.
Daisy Benitez, Master of Arts in Community Engaged Education and Social Change.
Omaima Abdulrahman Al-Hataifi, Master of Arts in Management.
Tongjia Hui Tian, Master of Arts in Education.
Cherish Eve Wojtycki, Master of Arts in Management.
Sabrina Chang, Master of Arts in Education.
Christopher John Naraki, Master of Business Administration.
Christy Olive, Master of Arts in Education.
Ayako Jino, Master of Business Administration.
Brianna Raylene Santos, Master of Arts Education.
Juan Carlos Hernandez, Master of Business Administration.
Juan Garibay Mendez, Masters of Arts Education.
Lee Scott, Master of Arts in Arts Management, Master of Business Administration.
Lisa Marie Gilliam, Master of Arts Education.
Melody Brown, Master of Business Administration.
Andrew Escobar, he wants to shout out my Eagles.
Peter Hugh, Master of Business Administration.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Jocelyn Vivian Varela, Master of Arts in Education.
Daniel Andres Hernandez, Master of Arts in Management.
and congratulations. Ethan Chi, Master of Arts in Education.
Alan Jerez, Master of Business Administration.
Cindy Chin Nguyen, Master of Arts in Education.
Samuel Mendoza, Master of Arts in Management.
Talisa Naria Cook, Master of Arts in Education.
Matthew Ng, Master of Business Administration.
Tia Heidi Georges, Master of Arts in Education.
Lauren Rantlale, Master of Business Administration.
Cassandra Cash, Master of Arts in Education.
Anushka Patel, Master of Business Administration.
Amanda Tao Trin, Master of Public Health.
Deekshna Balkrishnan, Master of Business Administration.
Desier Rickman, Master of Public Health.
Mason Weinstein, Master of Business Administration.
Rena Rodriguez, Master of Public Health.
Siddhant Sharma, Master of Business Administration.
Monique Andre Amis, Master of Public Health.
Chong Jun Eugene Song, Master of Business Administration.
Kevin Doe, Master of Public Health.
Andrew Westacott, Master of Arts and Arts Management, Master of Business Administration.
Jenny Wynn, Master of Public Health.
Savannah Sanchez, Master of Business Administration.
Johnson Jiang, Master of Public Health.
Carola Albeck Lindsay, Master in Arts Management.
Parker Hyunsung Chu, Master of Public Health.
Virginia Marie Crow, Master of Arts in Arts Management.
Jessica Baxter, Master of Public Health.
Zhao Jing Guan, Master of Arts in Arts Management.
Jane Tui Ung, Master of Public Health.
Rachel Hannah Ragzarzadeh, Master of Business Administration.
Mara Tingwan Anunsashun, Master of Public Health.
Nikki Jane Rubottom, Master of Business Administration.
Madison Avery, Masters of Public Health, Masters of Business Administration.
Laura Elizabeth Strank, Master of Science in Finance.
Danya Jadalo, Masters in Public Health.
Nichelle Ruiz de Nunez, Master of Business Administration.
Chastity Calvillo, Master of Public Health.
Gia Friedman, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Gabriela Soe Busco, Master of Public Health.
Amelia Wadey, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Ella Mae Armato, Master of Public Health.
Shane Greenwood, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Hadil Jubara, Master of Science in Applied Biostatistics.
Emily Murtaugh, Master of Science in Evaluation and Applied Research.
Crystal McCullough, Master of Public Health.
Ali Raza, Master of Arts in Psychology.
First instinct. Don't worry about it.
What?
Just go with your first
You ready?
instinct.
Not late.
Mary Vomar, Master of Public Health.
Not Lay, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Angela Lauren Rico Geronimo, Master of Public Health. Oh, Geronimo, sorry.
Andrew Villamil, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Lily Jidula, Master of Public Health, Master of Business Administration.
Lindsay Duvel, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Fatima Rizvi, Master of Public Health.
Alana Reeg, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Sarah Christina Williams, Master of Public Health.
Teresa Contino, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Batanya Misaker Abebe, Master of Public Health.
Annabella Lynn, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Moira Williams, Master of Public Health.
Simone Evans, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Christina Thuy Lin Pham, Master of Science in Applied Biostatistics.
Chloe Marie Castro, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Angwafu Beryl Loom, Master of Public Health.
Ian Foreman, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Amro Alsria, Master of Public Health.
Alexis Brianna Akiko Dowry, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Renee Alvarez, Master of Public Health.
Caitlin Veronica Beltran Morelos, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Jorge Yepes, Master of Public Health.
Priscilla Arriaga, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Yared Tilahun Wolda Selassie, Master of Public Health.
Daisy Pampa, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Garrett Goodrich, Master of Science in Botany.
Ray Amelie, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Mia Manfredi, Master of Science in Botany.
Su-Ting Chen, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Prajwal Woldenak, right, Masters in Information Systems and Technology.
Jillian Joy Mueller-Dubois, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Varsha Ravinda Shetty, Master of Science in Information Systems and Technology.
Aliraza Doach Ichos, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Nihad Salim, Master of Science in Information Systems and Technology.
Nesa Gogia, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Katya Crucius, Master of Science in Information Systems and Technology.
Harshini Selvakumar, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Dolma Rawat, Master of Science in Information Systems and Technology.
Gauri Parnuik, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Rohini Vishwanathan, Master of Science in Information Systems and Technology.
Hannah Nakyun Dao, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Jennifer Long, Master of Science in Information Systems and Technology.
Serena Hui Chang Lau, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Kumar Gaurav, Master of Science in Information Systems and Technology.
Jade Kyle, Master of Social Psychology.
Samir Saleh Alhamdi, Master of Science in Information Systems and Technology.
Quinn James Hunjin, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Daniel Fu Dewey Pham, Master of Science in Information Systems and Technology.
Brianna Lynn Sampo, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Emmanuel Nabwara Naktare, Master of Science in Information Systems and Technology.
Brendan Avery Fulgencio, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Oh my God, Brandon. I'm joking.
Brandon Medina, Master of Science in Information Systems and Technology.
Madlina Shahadi, Master of Arts in Psychology.
La Win Tun, Master of Science in Information Systems and Technology.
Rocio Valdez, Master of Arts in Psychology.
Divya Madhukala, Master of Science in Information Systems and Technology.
Julian Dobransky, Master of Arts in Transdisciplinary Analysis.
Emma Frances Eichinger, Master of Science in Computational and Applied Mathematics.
Edwin Urbina, Master of Arts in Transdisciplinary Analysis, Master of Arts in Community Engaged Education and Social Change.
Grayson Bernard Wade, Master of Science in Statistics and Machine Learning.
Jinjiao Cheng, Master of Arts in Politics.
Okay, you ready? Joshua LaFrance, Master of Science in Statistics and Machine Learning.
Gesihan Cheng, Master of Arts in Politics.
Thank you, sorry. Lucas Kai Welch, Master of Science in Financial Engineering.
Van Neck Ling Pham, Master of Arts in Politics.
Cameron James Parker, Master of Science in Financial Engineering.
Lena Vo, Master of Arts in Economics.
Rong Lei Jiao, Master of Science in Financial Engineering.
Jennifer Reyes, Master of Arts in Public Policy.
Putisan Mukniam, Master of Science in Statistics and Machine Learning.
Alicia Devore, Master of Arts in Economics.
Fenglei Wu, Master of Science in Financial Engineering.
Sean Michael Donovan, Master of Arts in Politics. Alfredo Lorenzo Mendiola, Master of Arts in Economics. Julissa Garcia Rodriguez, Master of Arts in Public Policy. Leila Marie Davila, Master of Arts in Economics.
Congratulations to all of our graduates today. And now it's my honor to introduce a member of the CGU alumni community who will lead our graduates in a new tradition for our next 100 years, the CGU Affirmation. Our presenter is a two-time CGU alumna, cybersecurity leader, and a powerful example of a life of purpose and impact. Juanita Dawson earned her MS in Management of Information Systems in 2005 and came back to do her PhD in Information Systems and Technology in 2024. She's now Director of Cybersecurity and Compliance at Raytheon Technologies, leading initiatives in cyber intelligence, risk management, and business continuity for some of the world's most complex systems. Beyond her professional work, Juanita is deeply committed to service. She's a Distinguished Alumni Award recipient, and as a current member of our CGU Board of Trustees, she continues to shape the future of this institution. Please join me in welcoming Juanita Dawson.
Good morning, distinguished graduates,
of Claremont Graduate University. As President Bly mentioned, today marks the beginning of a new tradition, the Claremont Graduate University Affirmation, a collective expression of the responsibility you carry as scholars and leaders. At this moment, you complete one stage of your journey and begin another. Graduate education is not merely the acquisition of advanced knowledge. It is the acceptance of responsibility, responsibility for how knowledge is created, how it is applied, and whom it ultimately serves. Across disciplines, professions, and perspectives, you have been prepared to engage in complexity, to collaborate across differences, and to act with integrity in a world that urgently requires thoughtful leadership. Before you leave this place, we ask you make a shared commitment, not to a single profession, but to a common purpose, to use knowledge and right action in service of a better world. I invite all of our graduating students, including the Student Senate, Speaker, and Student Senate President, to please stand and take the Claremont Graduation University Affirmation. And please repeat after me. As a graduate of Claremont Graduate University, I commit myself to the disciplined pursuit of knowledge and to its responsible and ethical use. I will continue to learn with humility and courage. I will not turn away from the difficult questions of our time. I will respect evidence. I will embrace complexity. I will seek understanding across disciplines, cultures, and perspectives. I will work collaboratively, knowing that enduring solutions grow from inquiry, dialogue, and shared discernment. I take up this flame to light new paths. Many flames, one light. This is my commitment, and I will carry it forward. You may be seated. Your flame now joins many others, distinct in purpose, united in light. Welcome to the Claremont Graduate University community of scholars and alumni. Thank you.
Thank you, Juanita, for delivering the affirmation today. As we begin the closing procession of today's ceremony, will Chief Marshal Katarina Pick please retrieve the university mace and prepare to lead the recessional? And will the CGU banner carriers, as well as the banner carriers representing each school, please come forward and retrieve your banners? Class of 2026, today you join the ranks of those who have shaped and have been shaped by more than a century of CGU history. Your class takes its place at a pivotal moment in our story. The legacy you inherit is strong, and with your energy and insight, we know it will grow even stronger. Though your time as students ends today, your journey with CGU continues. During the commencement recessional, I would like to ask audience members to please remain seated and keep the aisles clear to allow our platform party and our graduates to exit. And graduates, I ask you to please wait until the platform party passes before you make your exits. You are now all cordially invited to participate in the receptions provided for graduates and all of their guests that will be held at the various locations listed in your commencement program. So now I would like to thank you for joining us in this special celebration. Friends, families, alumni, students, faculty, administration, board members, and graduates, we are so proud of the class of 2026. And with that, we bring the 99th annual commencement of Claremont Graduate University to a close. Woo!